Since I've done a live stream. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Costume Co. for a new live stream. It's been a while since we've done one, but tonight we have one of my wonderful friends of the show. William Swift is here. He's come back to talk about his museum. He's got some new acquisitions, and he is at his museum right now. It's the Enchanted Fantasy Film Museum. It's in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I think it's the Maple Ridge Mall. Maple Ridge.
Maplewood.
Maplewood Mall, sorry. We have a Maple Ridge, I think, in where I live in Ontario. So, sure. William, hi, how are you? Welcome back.
Good. I'm glad to be back. Thanks for having me.
Well, I always love having you.
It's been a while.
It has.
Yeah.
Actually, well, it was funny because I think the last time I had you, were we talking about Game of Thrones?
Yeah, because it would have been our Christmas special that we did, I think.
Yeah. And so I did actually a live stream going through all the costumes on the live stream. And then you were asking people, what should I buy, and everything. So that's going to be part of today. It's going to be very exciting.
Yeah.
It's very exciting to share out what you bought. I know what you bought, but some people might not know.
It took a very long time to pay them off. I think they're the most expensive things I've ever purchased, which is wild.
Yeah. So. But also, and I shared a few on Instagram today. There's some you've got some really incredible stuff. I'm always kind of blown away by what you end up with. But also, I have noticed that you have maybe sold some pieces too. Were there some pieces while you were acquiring new pieces, you decided I'm gonna part with it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, that's a great way to get new pieces in, especially if there's something that pops up randomly that I'm like, oh, I need to have this. What in my collection don't I absolutely love or absolutely need? And sometimes I do part with stuff. It doesn't happen too often. But I have. I got rid of my tablet of Bachman Ra, for example, from Night at the Museum. To trade in for that special thing that I showed you earlier. And my Beast Paws, and I did sell Katniss from Hunger Games.
I know, that must have been hard.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I still got PETA though, so now he gets his time to shine, because whenever I had the two of them up, they would always ignore PETA and go straight for Katniss.
Poor PETA, that's not fair. I want to say Carl's here. Hi, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
He says I've got a new do. Yeah. So William, I cut my hair, and the reason is because I'm trying to grow my natural gray, and I was going through this transition where I've been growing it and then trying to grow it. So anyway, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to cut it, and I haven't had my hair short for 30 years.
Wow.
So
I bet it's so much easier to manage now.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then so eventually I'll grow out the gray, but you can kind of see it coming in, guys. So there it is. For anybody who's I'm tired of dyeing it. I want to be natural. So that's what's going on there. But really nice to see you, Carl. I haven't seen you in a while. And as people come in, we'll say hello to them. So William, I'm going to let you sort of be in charge of this tour.
Yeah.
And did you want to? Why don't you just take us through and then we'll see some of the new pieces in your collection.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can stop along the way. You can see. Actually, we're at the front gate there, right? That's the.
We are. Yeah. So we're at the very front. Yep. Yeah. This is my wonderful grill here. Yes. So we'll start off in this room. I have a few new pieces in here. Okay. I got these pieces to help drive traffic and get people interested in coming inside, because they're pretty big and wild and amazing. On the left here, we have my unicorn from Death of a Unicorn, which is
I just saw beautiful. That movie, actually. I just saw it.
Did you?
So, yeah. Well, I probably saw it a month ago, and it was really interesting. It was I hadn't seen anything like that. So, how did you end up getting this piece?
Yeah, so they did an auction for this back in back in I want to say June or so, which is a pretty quick turnaround, because that movie came out in February. So to have the stuff immediately go to auction and to already have something from something this year is pretty rare. And the unicorn is my logo.
The dad.
This is the stallion. Yep, this is the stallion.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
And it's made by Weta Workshop. The same people who did, the creatures from Narnia.
Hmm.
And I knew that immediately because the hair is almost exactly the same as to the satyr that I have from Narnia.
Oh, amazing.
So they probably used like the same technique to make this guy. And he's got glass eyes here. Mason, get in on those eyes.
So
They're
cool. Oh, by the way, I want
incredibly
to say hello to
detailed.
Mason. He's doing the camera. Hi, Mason. Wow, those are gorgeous.
hmm
Wow.
and
Yeah,
all of this hair is
exactly.
all hand punched, which is just
That's
insane.
crazy.
Hand flocked.
Yeah, it's
Um,
funny because in when I watched the movie, I thought it was all like CGI. So that's
yeah, I
interesting
mean,
to use
most of it is.
practical. Okay.
I mean, this is the one that they would have used with Jenna Ortega when she was holding it at the end of the movie.
Hmm.
Um, like you can kind of see that depicted on the sign here a little bit, where
Sure.
she's using it on set.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
mhm. Which makes sense. You want to have a physical representation of the creature for people to
Mhm.
see. Um, and then this piece here, I just got this beautiful horse mannequin in yesterday, just in time for
Oh
the
my.
live stream here. I've named her Black Beauty, of course.
Yes.
And this armor here is from the movie Warcraft. It's an incomplete armor set, but I got a really good deal on it. And it's really cool to have such an imposing figure right here in the entrance, right when you walk in.
Absolutely.
And this is, I've had this armor for a few years now, and it's very hard to find a horse mannequin. So it's been on my list of things to acquire for some time now. And I had saved some money up for the Downton Abbey auction a couple weeks ago, and I kind of I was not able to get much, unfortunately. So
Mhm.
I decided it was time to invest in the horse mannequin finally.
Yeah, by the
So
way, there's a name for horse armor, and I can't remember what it is, but I sometimes have people asking me about it.
mm,
And I will sometimes, let's say on something like, Game of Thrones or whatever, like sometimes the horse armor kind of matches the rider. So I might
yeah.
touch on it, but yeah, there's a particular name. I have to find out what it's
Oh
called.
yeah, I don't know. That's
Yeah, I'll let you know.
maybe one of the viewers knows what it is.
Yes, exactly. If you're watching,
Um,
you know.
yeah, let
Probably
us
know.
know.
Barding.
Um,
That's what it's called.
Barding,
Barding. Yes.
interesting.
Yeah. So just
Um,
thought that I mentioned that.
did I have my castle yet, Heidi? When we
I
last
don't think
got in?
so. Where'd you get that?
Okay, yeah. So I have a couple of friends that I met um, uh, who are like set builders for a local high school, and I found some stuff on a Facebook Marketplace for free that I was able to get, and I met them through that. And I hired them to make a entrance for me for the museum. It's not finished yet. I mean, it's very expensive, as I'm sure you can imagine, to do something like this. So I've done it in pieces. So we have like the main
Mhm.
arch here, and then one section of the castle wall. And
Yeah.
the
Can
plan
you
is
sorry, Willem, are you able to walk through there? It looks like you're too
yeah,
tall to
yeah,
walk through.
yeah,
Can you? Oh, you can.
yeah,
Oh, maybe
yeah,
it's just the
yeah.
angle. Oh, there we
Follow
go.
me.
Yay. That's so cool. And what's inside the archway there? You've got a couple of
I
do you
have
have
little
stuff in there?
boxes here.
Yeah.
They thought that it'd be cool to maybe put some candles in there. I haven't gotten to
Oh,
that
yeah.
yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's gonna be oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I love that.
yeah. Super cool. Super
It'd be
cute.
fun if you did like a Halloween,
Yeah,
night
yeah,
and you could turn the lights down and stuff like that.
yeah.
To have
That'd be really
candles
fun.
in there. Mhm. Well, I mean, that looks
Museum
so
after dark.
Museum After Dark. It's funny, actually, you should say that because at the Toronto Museum, they do that. They have it. It's
Do
actually called
they?
yeah, it's actually called, like, the Royal Ontario Museum After Dark, and you can go, and they usually have bands and stuff like that, I guess.
Oh, that'd be
So you
so
could
fun.
do that. You could do that.
Yeah, we just hosted our first like event here last weekend, and
I saw
that
the
was really
pictures.
cool. Yeah, yeah, that was the most people I've ever had in the museum, and that was amazing. So I hope to hopefully do more events like that going forward for sure.
By the way, now
Um,
as people are coming in, I just wanted to mention, so, William has a Patreon if you wanna support his museum, the Enchanted Fantasy Film Museum. I have put it on in the pinned comment. So it would be wonderful. Anyone wants to support him, like you have different levels, so people
Yeah,
can,
I do. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. All the way down to as low as $1 a month.
yeah. So
Anything
just
helps.
every little bit helps for sure, and
Yeah.
hopefully you can build that up, and that
Yeah.
will give you a little bit of relief because the only other way you make income is on the door, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And
Mhm,
it's been tough to say the least. But I do it because I love it and the
mhm.
people love it. So yeah.
Yeah. By the way, have people been leaving reviews? Do you get emails from people? Like, what's the
Yeah.
response
Yeah.
been like from everyone?
Yeah. People are very taken aback by the museum. I think you got to keep in mind that this is the only film museum in the Midwest.
Mhm,
Usually you have to go out to like LA or something to see anything like this. So people aren't really expecting to stumble upon this like magical kind of little world that I've kind of built here. Because I put a lot of work into the, atmosphere and the design layout of it all. It's not your average museum. It's a little bit more of an experience than
mhm,
just going to a museum. And people are really blown away, and the way that I've set it up, it's kind of this like never ending maze.
mhm.
So, one of the biggest things that we hear every day is, oh wow, it keeps going. It's so much bigger than I thought, which is such a great thing to hear, I think, and yeah, I mean, it's been very fascinating, because we've done this now for about a year and a half. And we've seen so many people get super emotional. We've had a lot of people cry. We've had a really great response from people who do come inside and take that journey with us here. And be able to kind of see some of their favorites, movie characters. It's been
That's
really special.
incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And what about online? Like, are people leaving you, reviews? Like, are they
yeah, yeah,
reading your stuff?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
that must be really neat, like, seeing
It is.
the
Yeah.
response. What's
Yeah.
been the favorite? What has there been something that's been like everyone's been like, "I absolutely love that."
The Power Rangers for
Oh.
sure. That's a
Oh, okay.
big, big one. But almost because we do ask every person that comes through here at the end, like, what was your favorite thing?
Mhm.
And I would say 95% of the people always say Narnia. That's always the
Yeah,
favorite.
it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh, hi, Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is well, it's not just even the costumes, it's the way you've actually set up the experience because you've really
Yeah.
created an experience for people, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Yeah. And
anyways, what's stopping you? Do you wanna show
yeah, no, yeah,
I'll let you
yeah.
go. Sorry, let's look at some
Sure.
costumes. Sorry, go
Yeah. So this piece is not a costume. It's actually an authentic 1912 dress that
Mhm.
I found at an auction house. And so I thought it'd be a cute way to have people start the film museum with, kind of understanding what is that difference between costume design and historical dress. And to have, such an amazing relic from such a long time ago. I mean, that's over 100 years old now. Is kind of
Yeah, it's
amazing.
the same year as the
Um,
Titanic. So
yeah,
that's,
absolutely.
really
Yeah.
uh,
Well, I
actually,
used to own. Oh
so
no,
go
go
ahead.
for it.
No, you go
Oh,
ahead.
I was gonna say I used to own a life jacket from Titanic, so I got
Oh,
this to display the life jacket with.
so
But
cool.
I've since parted with that. So, but
Mhm.
yeah.
It's really pretty. Where did you get that from, though?
I think I got it on Live Auctioneers,
Oh,
which
okay.
is like
Yes, I've
a
seen that
auction
site.
site. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just randomly, and it sold for like $50, and I was like, heck
That's
yeah, that
amazing.
sounds amazing. Yeah.
Including the hat?
Not with the hat. No, I added that for
Oh, you added
display.
that part, yeah.
But
But
it
it's
came with
really
like the skirt and the bodice there.
yeah, it's beautiful.
It is, yeah.
I
But
love that
yeah,
that you're
and
doing that as yeah, to show people the difference between what costumes look like versus what, like,
yeah.
one of the things is seam allowance, like, costumes usually
Mm,
have way more seam allowance, so you can let things in and out, and
yeah.
we were always taught to make them that way, so that's sometimes how I can tell that something's not a costume, that it's
Yeah.
it's got very limited seam allowance. They just would
Well,
trim it right. They would cut it very close, right?
yeah, yeah. Well, and there's definitely none of that with, at least, these dresses from this far back, because they
Yeah.
were so tiny back then. That dress is actually on
Sure.
the child mannequin on a giant stool,
Oh, yeah,
because they're
absolutely.
that tiny, or they were that tiny back in the
Yeah.
day, which is just
Hi, mother
insane.
mine. Yeah, because years ago I saw Queen Victoria's, what was it called? It would have been her morning gown. And I saw it in England and it was so
Yeah, we saw
tiny. But
that.
yeah, you saw it too.
Yeah,
Yes.
it
I don't know
was,
if it was
uh,
in Bath or something.
we went to
Windsor
York.
Castle.
I think it was,
Oh,
or they had one in New York, and where was the other place that we went, Mason? Uh, Windsor. We did go to Windsor,
oh,
but I know
Windsor.
for sure.
That's where I saw it, I think. Yeah, maybe it
Okay,
was
yeah,
Windsor.
yeah, yeah. But they had a bunch of
Because
her stuff in York
for
for
sure.
sure.
And then so, everyone always says, "Oh, she was really overweight," and all, but you're like, "Oh my gosh, she was actually so tiny."
Teeny
You
weeny.
know? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the same with Marilyn. Like people say, "Oh, she was very curvy and everything," but she was actually
yeah,
quite tiny
yeah,
as well. She,
yeah.
maybe for her frame she was curvy, but
Mm.
she was very tiny.
I think they also had some on display at the at Kensington Palace there as well when I went.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
interesting to see so many of her looks spread out throughout,
Oh,
England.
yeah. Um, so where are we going next? Oh, Carl's
Yeah,
saying, people are way taller nowadays, especially in the last 50 years. Some places in Japan versus South Korea have shot up 6 inches in just 1 to 2 generations. Carl's always got a lot of info. Have you ever noticed that, William?
yeah, I have. Yeah, we love Carl. He's a regular at this point.
I
Hi,
know, I
Carl.
know. That's so awesome. Sorry, go ahead, William.
Yeah, so now we're in the Once Upon a Time collection.
Mhm.
I've updated this display a little bit. I invested in getting some wallpaper for the walls.
Oh, I love
It's
that. It's so
it's
pretty.
very reminiscent of Regina's office in Once Upon a
Mhm.
Time.
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen that show or not. I don't
I
remember.
saw, like,
But,
the first 4 or 5 seasons, I think.
oh,
I
oh
did
yeah,
kind of
wow,
fall off,
okay.
but yeah, no,
Yeah.
I watched a lot of it. Yes.
It did get kind of unwatchable there towards the end for sure.
I don't know what happened, why I fell off. I think we just got really behind and then we just didn't get caught up again. I sometimes that happens sometimes with shows like even Supernatural. I think I fell
Yeah.
off of that one and
Well, that went on for 15 seasons. That's just too
I
much.
watched probably the first 12 though, I think.
I think it's easier for me to fall off now, when it takes so long to make these
Yeah,
seasons. Me and Mason were just
absolutely.
talking about this earlier because one of my new favorite shows is The Buccaneers. I don't know if you've seen
Oh,
that
yes,
yet.
I haven't
Oh, it's
watched
so
it. I
good.
know it's on Apple Plus, right?
Yeah, yeah. But they just got renewed for season 3 after two
Oh.
months of kind of not knowing what was going to happen. But it's just like, well, we're not going to get another season until 2027 at this point.
Oh,
Because
it's
if
so
even if they
yeah.
rid it by the end of the year, they're not going to film it till probably what, August of next year, and then probably won't see it until 2027, which is just insane how long it takes sometimes for such shorter episodes too. I mean, usually
Yeah.
you get 8 now, which is
Can I ask you a
unfortunate.
question as well? Is that a
Yeah,
new
yeah.
light fixture, as
This
well in
one,
the center? Yeah, I don't remember. Was that
no,
always there? That
that was
blue?
always there with the Blue Fairy. Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's so much stuff here, Heidi. I mean,
Okay.
it's hard to remember everything. Sometimes I don't remember
Sure.
everything.
I remember the blue fairy because
Yeah.
she's the one that looks like, a jellyfish.
Yes. I mean, it's
Mhm.
possible that we just didn't get that angle of the whole
It's
thing
yeah, no,
last
it's
time.
beautiful, and you've got, like it's like
hmm
wisteria or something,
Yeah. That
you've got
was one of the big reasons why I chose this location for the museum is
mhm,
because I saw this because the structure was already here from the
mhm.
previous tenant. And I was like, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. And, immediately in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, Blue Fairy, cascading flower,
Yep,
waterfall,
yep.
and it really works. And it's beautiful. I love it so much. I don't think there's anything too new in here. I think this is all
Sure.
more or less the same. So we'll
Yeah, and
keep on
if
moseying
you're just
through.
joining us, so William is giving us a tour of the museum, and I mean, we have done a full tour before, but what he's doing is he's got some new pieces, and so we're just gonna float through, and then he'll show us some of the new pieces, right, William?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you want me to go over all the old stuff too, we can. But
If there's anything you want us to
there's
add
so
along the
much.
way, I'm trusting you to.
Yeah. Well, and if there's anything that anyone in the comments wants to see, just let us
Yeah, for
know,
sure.
and
Yeah,
we'll zoom back and look at
yeah.
stuff.
And I have to
Um,
remember I can put you on solo too. So if I need a
yeah.
better picture of you, okay.
Over here we have Mystique, child Mystique from X-Men
Oh,
First Class.
so cool. Here, let me put that on
Mhm,
solo. How do I do this? I think I do this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, amazing. Did you get
mhm.
the whole like the appliances on the face as well?
Yeah, yep. So I got this like this, which is amazing. So this went to auction. So the
Yep.
past owner of this really put a lot of work into this display. And it came with like the wig and everything. I had to do no work, which is amazing. And the price was even more amazing.
That is
Um,
incredible.
mhm. I mean, it's super recognizable, and
Yeah.
it's not Jennifer Lawrence or Rebecca Romaine, but it's still reminiscent of both of those actresses who portrayed this
Mhm.
amazing badass character. And she's always been one of my favorites. I've always been someone who loves femme fatale,
Oh,
and
yes.
Mystique has always just been just amazing.
Mm.
Especially Rebecca Romaine. I'm very excited to see her come back in the new Doomsday movie.
Yeah, and I love the brocades you have draped behind, like a
Yeah,
like
yeah. So this is all new too. I did
yeah.
drop a lot of cheddar to update this area because when I renewed my lease, I decided to kind of do some much needed investment in the space
Mhm.
to kind of make it a little bit more presentable and just kind of um, just for longevity. I might be here for a few more years. We'll see how it goes,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Carl
So
says you can tell who it is just by the color design and silhouette.
yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah,
because like that
absolutely.
texture, which
Hmm.
I think they did. Now, I thought they applied them individually, but I guess for the child
On
one,
the adult actress, they
on
did.
the
Yeah,
adult,
but
but
for the
they did a
child,
full
this is
suit,
actually a suit. Yeah, it's a
the
whole
suit.
suit, and you
Yes.
can see there is like some buttons on the bottom there,
Oh, okay.
where she kind of snapped into it.
Yeah,
Um,
it's so neat. The textures and everything are really cool. I love the design.
mhm. Yeah, great character design.
Mhm. They must
Um,
have made it more blue in post though, because it looks like a little bit softer.
Yeah, I mean that's color grading. I mean
Yeah,
everything, is always a different color whenever I get it, and then I think it's gonna be.
yeah.
I mean, look at the Spiderwick kids here. I mean, his, sweater in the movie looks more of a maroon,
Mhm.
versus like a fairly bright red. But that's just
Yeah, it's a real challenge, I think. I know, when I've talked to some designers, like, they're designing knowing that there's gonna be some color grading, so I think they tend to go a bit brighter, just so then if
mhm.
they do add, like, say, for instance, House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones or
Mm,
something, I think they do tend to make it brighter than it actually will look on screen, because
yeah,
otherwise it'll just completely be drained of color.
yeah,
Well, I think you know how I feel about that, William. I don't always like them making everything so dark.
yeah. It's not my favorite either. I
Yeah.
love a good color,
Yeah.
myself personally. Which is funny because I feel like I'm always in black and white whenever we have an interview, but I'm usually pretty
It's
bright.
funny, your hat, because I just watched, the they call it the Dollars trilogy. So it's The Good, the Bad,
Mm,
the Ugly, and A Fistful of Dollars with Clint Eastwood. But the character, there's an actor, Van Cleef, who's in it. He in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, he plays the bad, and he has a hat just like that, like kind of a bolero
really,
style Western hat. Yeah, just like your
it's
hat.
a good hat. That's a good hat.
And it did go to auction, and it
Did
went for a lot
it?
of money. It went for a lot
Oh,
of money, like $60,000 or
oh
something
my
like that.
goodness.
Yeah, it's
Wouldn't that
pretty
be
famous.
something to
Oh
be
my,
in a
yeah.
place in life where you could? to spend that on a hat.
Yeah. Well, I was going to tell you. So I
Mm,
think I mentioned to you, we probably talked about this, that Ryan Condal, who is the showrunner for
yes,
House of the Dragon,
yes,
and then he has a friend who they have a podcast that they do
yeah, yeah.
about props, buying
What
props,
dreams are made of?
what dreams are made of. And
Yeah.
his friend is actually like a really famous like showrunner producer. I
Mm.
think he did Veep or something, like something really big. And so those guys, like his friend went out and bought, I think, the throne.
Did
Like,
he? I didn't. I've
I think
been
he did. I think he
watching their
bought it.
streams after the auction because I was wondering if they got anything. Because I know he was saying that he was trying to get that boar's head.
He
Because
got,
I
I know,
watched.
oh sorry, I know he got the shame bell. I think he got that.
Oh
The
wow.
shame,
Okay.
I think, but I thought he bought the throne. But anyways, because like, they're
Well,
multimillionaires.
what's wild to me, Heidi, is that wasn't even the throne. That was like a replica throne, and it sold
Oh,
for $1.5 million.
crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
But
auction was insane.
but anyway, I don't know why I was going on that tangent, but go ahead. Sorry, back to what you were doing.
So this stuff is my
Oh, what do we have
newest
here?
stuff right now.
Yes.
Um, so this is my Handmaid's Tale collection. I just got this stuff in. I do have like the iconic bonnet and cloak, but that's my front window right now.
I saw that.
Um,
that's the picture I
yeah,
shared
yeah,
on did you have it on your main window, which is amazing.
yeah. hmm
And you have
I mean,
Serena.
it's so
Is that Serena
iconic.
Joy? Like the blue, like I
It
haven't seen
is.
the
Yep. So
show,
this
but
is Miss Serena Joy here. So this is from season 5.
oh, amazing.
I wanted something that was a little bit more fantastical and whimsical
Mhm.
than some of the stuff that she wears, and I thought that this would be a good fit because I know it's not necessarily fantasy, this show, but I watched that show from the very first episode to the very last episode, and whenever I do that, I do always like to sometimes get a little something from it, because I spend so much time, in these
Yes.
worlds and with these characters, and I did quite enjoy my time, with the story. So it just made sense to get some stuff from this.
Oh, by the way,
Um,
I was going to tell you. So I
yeah.
interviewed Leslie Kavanaugh. She's the costume designer.
hmm
But what had happened? I talked to her about a different show. So I said to her privately that the only reason why I didn't want to review The Handmaid's Tale is I just can't watch it. I just said it's just too
Yeah.
upsetting.
It is.
And
Yeah.
and so she's like, "Oh, no, I totally understand." So like I've only had that happen twice. Like one time was Christopher Hargadon, who I know you've got some of his Umbrella
Yeah.
Academy
Yeah.
costumes. I told him I couldn't watch his other show he did called Hannibal because I can't watch anything about cannibalism.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love horror genre. I love the horror
Yeah.
genre, but that's one thing I cannot do that. My brain
Yeah.
just too busy. And then The Handmaid's Tale it's just too psychologically upsetting for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You know,
that's
I I,
it's hard
I get you
sometimes, right?
there.
Yeah.
I just finished watching the new season of Monster with Ed Gein
See, I
and
can't watch that.
Charlie
Ed
Hunnam.
Gein, yeah, I
It
can't
was
watch
it
that stuff.
was tough even for me, and I've seen some
Yeah.
wild stuff, and I mean that
Yeah.
was just. I
Well,
mean, it was, yeah.
we just watched this horror movie called Bring Her Back, and I
Mm,
didn't know anything about it. And it was like I love horror, but I was like, I said to my husband, I said, "Yeah, that was just too bleak for me. It was just so bleak."
yeah.
That's why one of the reasons why, like, so sometimes it's kind of hard, right? Like, because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I love the designer. I appreciate their work. I mean, the costumes on The Handmaid's Tale are stunning, but just I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she was so
I mean
nice
it.
about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially with that show came out, I mean, it was so um of the time, in
Yeah.
2016.
And I mean, it's written by Margaret Atwood, who's Canadian. She's from Toronto, actually. She went to the same
Mm,
university as my dad. And I read the book years ago and I saw the movie, but just I can't, like, based on what's going on now, yeah, it's
it's
too
tough.
horrifying for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm glad you
Yeah.
have these
Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah.
costumes.
Well, and it's interesting because I feel like the look of The Handmaid, because of the political climate we're in right now, really kind of took off and really kind of transcended the show. I mean, it's such a statement now to be wearing one of these costumes. So to have a real one, here is just so cool. This was definitely on my list of stuff to get, and I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to get one. So to have it is amazing. And this one in particular is Emily, played by Alexis Bledel. This is her costume from the show.
Yeah,
And what
she
I
was
didn't
on,
realize is,
she was on Gilmore Girls, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and Sister of the Traveling Pants.
Oh, yeah, yeah, of
Um,
course.
but what I didn't realize watching the show is that there's multiple layers to this dress,
Oh, nice.
which is so interesting. It gives it
Hmm.
a lot of movement and
Yeah,
flow,
absolutely.
which makes a lot of sense. Um, but yeah, it's a gorgeous piece.
The red is so brilliant.
Yeah,
Like,
it
that's
is.
one exception to the color grading, right? Like, or is
Yes.
it like, does it look darker on camera?
Well, no, it's very bright. It's very
Mhm.
bright in person. I was watching some interviews with the designer. What was her name again?
Leslie Kavanaugh. Well, Anne
Leslie
Crabtree, yeah,
Kavanaugh.
Anne Crabtree, I think, started
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched stuff with Anne Crabtree. And she said that, because she's of Asian descent. So she would
Yeah.
try on every costume that she made to see if it worked with her skin tone. And
Mhm.
I'm fairly similar. Um, because red's such a hard thing to wear when you're of a certain ethnicity sometimes. And so she spent a lot of time trying to find the right shade of red to kind of go with multiple different skin tones,
Mhm.
which is quite fascinating. And they stumbled upon that one.
Yeah, I love, by the way, I've interviewed Anne. I'm a huge fan of hers.
Yeah, she seems really great.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's like just genuinely an awesome person as well.
Yeah,
So,
I can imagine. I think this piece is new too, since last time I spoke with you. This is Will Smith's costume from Hancock.
oh, I love
Um,
that movie. That's a great movie.
yeah.
Oh, Will
So it's
Smith
got,
too, right? That's really like
uh-huh.
that's a hot number now,
Yeah.
given what's going on
Yeah.
with him. But he
What'd you say?
plays the drunken superhero, is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where I first fell in love with Charlize Theron. Is in
Yeah,
that movie.
that's right,
Been
she
obsessed
is.
with her ever since.
How can you not be? And look at the muscles on it, like, it's interesting how they've done
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, and they
Yeah,
have
it's
these.
beautiful.
They made these really interesting fins for his
Mhm.
forearms,
Okay.
which is something that you don't really see in the film. I don't.
Yeah,
I
I don't
guess
remember
maybe to
that.
help him with flight, which I
I'd
guess
have to
kind of makes
remember.
sense.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of these suits always feel like a little bit of a play off of a motorcycle suit,
Yeah, yeah,
like a
yeah.
motorcycle
I have a
armor.
lot of black leather jackets
Yeah,
now between him and Sister Night and Celine.
exactly. Yeah.
Mason told me the other day that I need to stop buying black leather jackets.
No, that's a wonderful piece to own. And the director on that, I can't remember the director's name, but he used to be an actor turned director, and he's quite successful now. So that was one of his, that might have been his first movie.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
So we've moved the Umbrella Academy stuff into this room. I took a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
the Series Unfortunate Event stuff home, and some of the Umbrella stuff. Um, but
Yeah.
they
Oh,
blend really
there's
well.
close there. Oh,
There's
wonderful.
Faust, yeah, and
Yes.
Five. Um,
Yes. Now
it's
did you tag Christopher at all, by the way?
I haven't. No, I should
You
do that.
should. Oh, he'll be
Yeah.
so thrilled to know that you have all these pieces together.
Yeah, I think, they did a second auction and I believe
Mhm.
I own about 20 costumes from the show.
That is
So
so
it's
great.
yeah,
Do you
so
have
it's nice that I was
Hargreaves
able
as well?
to keep such a great collection together.
Yeah.
What would you say, Heidi?
Sorry, do you have Hargraves over there
I
from
do. Yeah, so
dad
I do
or
have his costume, but I got
yeah.
that's his portrait from the
Oh,
Umbrella Academy.
so was that the one that was in his house?
Yeah.
On the I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember where it was, over the fireplace or
I
something?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's, of
Um
course, the muscles for, I can't you have to remember.
Luther,
Luther,
Tom
yes.
Hopper.
Yeah, Tom Hopper,
Um
who's also in Game of Thrones.
uh-huh, and Merlin
Ed Merlin.
and Black Sails.
I haven't seen that,
Huh.
but I heard it's so good.
It is so good.
Yeah.
So good. Mason, would you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? You gotta show your thumb. She
Does
can't
he
see
give it a
that.
thumbs up?
He does. He gives it a
Oh,
thumbs
okay,
up.
okay. No, I've heard
Yeah.
it's really good. I've been thinking of watching it.
You know, it's interesting how certain actors only stick to certain things. Like
Mhm.
a lot of actors will only do period dramas. Like you always see like the same actresses in the in certain period dramas.
It's
And
so
and
true.
so yeah, and Tom, I mean, he loves fantasy. Like
Mhm,
that's his thing. That's what he usually goes for, which is fair. I mean, I'm sure he probably really enjoys like the costume design and like the different
mhm.
looks that he gets to do.
Yeah, but
Um,
I know, there was a new designer on Umbrella Academy, so I know that the Klaus you have, like the Maharishi Klaus,
mm,
the cult leader and all that. I know that was from Christopher's season and Allison, because they were in like the 1950s or 60s
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
So Christopher has like I had him on and we were chatting about it. So it's very cool. And you have the one with the boa as well, right? You have his
I
costume with the
do.
boa.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, part of the reason why I chose to get this costume is because I did watch your interview with him on that
Oh,
in
you did?
preparation for the auction. Yeah. Yeah. And I remember
Wow.
him talking about this one in particular.
Mhm.
Um, and, I love how it's custom made. A lot of the stuff from the show is, purchased. Um, but, that, I mean, they did such a great job creating that one. I love it so much. Um, but yeah. Um, this is all the same. We have Miss Esme Squalor here, still being
Mhm.
her fabulous self. Um, and I've created a new zone here very recently. So now we
Oh,
have this new
okay.
hallway here.
Yes.
Um, and this is going to be the new period room.
Oh,
So I
cool.
did just get a bunch of stuff from my Lady Jane. So a lot of that's going to go on display in here. Um, this piece is new. This is a beautiful dress from Serpent Queen, worn
Oh,
by Samantha
yes.
Morton.
Oh,
Uh
yes.
huh. Yeah, and
Amazing.
it's one of my favorites. It's just gorgeous, and
Holy
there's
cow.
yeah, there's so much different textures and
Yeah.
patterns, and it is just purely couture.
It's just beautiful.
And it's got this gorgeous train as
Yep.
well that creates behind it.
Mhm.
And it's not often where I'm able to get my hands on Tudor stuff because most
Yeah.
Tudor stuff goes um, to the warehouse and they just recycle it,
Yeah.
for other
Yeah.
shows. It's not
Absolutely.
often it gets out. Um,
Yeah. Was this a BBC show or what was the company
it was
that
on
created?
Stars. It was on
Oh,
Stars.
Stars.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
thankfully,
know because
Star stuff usually goes to auction.
there's this this Instagram person who does like recycled costumes. Like they show you like all the different places a costume has been used. It's really
Mm.
cool. And
Yeah, I've seen
and
that. Yeah.
I always find that really fascinating. Let me find their name because
Yeah.
I'll make sure I have it right.
There was
But I
a there was a dress that I almost got from the Great, which I regret not doing because I looked at that site afterwards, and they used the same costume in the Great and in Sandman, and I love Sandman.
oh, I love Sandman too.
And I was like, no, it would have been so cool to have something from that was used in two different shows. Um, but
Yeah,
alas, you
so
can't
it's
have
called
everything, Heidi.
exactly. So yeah, it's called Recycled Movie Costumes. And I follow them on Instagram. They might have a website as well, but
Mm,
and actually I think it's a she, just or it might be a he, just posted some pictures of the Tudors, which, their stuff got,
yeah.
I don't know if you have anything from the Tudors, but
No, that was one that got recycled. I mean, there's
yeah,
nothing out there on the market from Tudors.
I think it went
They
back into their
recycled
whatever
all
the
of that.
stock is. Yeah. It's good in a way that they do.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it is nice sometimes this stuff comes to auction.
yeah, it is. I know Rain, that was another Tudor-ish one that
Mhm.
I would love to have anything from. And that all got recycled. That actually got recycled into What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, you're
They use
kidding. Oh, wow.
they use a lot of the stuff for that. Yeah,
Well, that makes sense
surprisingly.
because I think it was shot in Canada, so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, then
I'm sure that there's one rental house in Canada that just kind
mhm.
of gets everything and just keeps cycling them.
Absolutely, yes.
Um, So this next one is something I put up today just for you, Heidi.
Oh, you did?
So this is my Grisha
Oh
costume
my God,
from Shadow and
amazing.
Bone.
Oh, it's
Um,
gorgeous. Wow.
it is beautiful, and I loved this show so
Yeah, me
much.
too.
And
Ben
I was so
Barnes.
upset when it got canceled. Ben Barnes, another
Yeah.
fantasy actor who
Oh,
only does
so great.
fantasy.
For sure he does. Yeah.
Um, and I wanted something from this world so bad, and nothing got out. I don't know what happened to the costumes. I was online one day and someone had posted this for sale, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have to have it!" And um, I guess Paris. It was made by Paris Costumes,
Yes. Yep.
um, and I guess they did the costumes, so they probably have everything. And they probably again just unfortunately recycled everything.
Hmm.
But there were 6 costumes last year that went to auction for whatever reason, and this is one of them. And this person that I got it uh, from that. And this is one of 6 out there in the world, as far as I'm aware, from the show.
It's so
And
amazing.
it's
Well, and I think
amazing.
that if I recall, I think the designer has said that they had the embroidery done in India. I'd have to go back and look at
I
my
think
video.
so. Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
mean the
so
embroidery
Paris,
is just phenomenal. If
yes.
Mason, get up close in here if you can,
Yeah, so
and get a
Paris made, yeah, and if anyone doesn't know, Paris is one of the big houses in Europe. Um, there's like Torelli. There's a couple of big costume houses that do the building.
mm,
Angels. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous.
and the
Look at
color
it.
is just
And they're all different
delicious.
colors, right?
And I got the belt with it as well. And this is, a custom made belt buckle
Yes,
here. And I
absolutely.
believe I don't know what I have to do some research on it still, but this is must be a sigil of something because that is
It
on
is.
both his hat and his belt.
I have to, you know what? I have to look it up. I actually, if you go to the wiki, they have a really good breakdown of the different factions, and
Okay.
I think I actually had to use the wiki as well because there's a book that this is based off of, I believe, Shadow and Bone, and then the
Yeah.
TV show. So there's,
Hmm.
they already have like all the different factions. So um, I had to kind of go through it because I was like, oh, this is kind of actually challenging my brain a little bit to,
Yeah.
if you haven't read the books, to figure out.
There's
So
just making the sign that I did for it. I don't have it in yet, but it was a bit of a headache because there
yeah,
is so many different factions and factions within factions, and
yeah,
but the embroidery on each caftan is
yes,
different per
hmm,
each faction.
hmm,
So this one is, I believe, starts with an S. I don't remember the exact term. Us, not a summoner. I don't know.
yeah. I'd have to go back and watch my video
Yeah.
because I had it all, or get my script. Maybe what I'll do is I'll send you my
Hmm.
script, and then you can
Oh,
you can
sure.
you can go through it because I know I had it kind of worked out, and
Yeah.
that what all the different, the summoners, they all have their different powers, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
um it's but anyway, it's absolutely stunning. And I
It
actually
is. Yeah.
love the fabric they chose too. It's got like a
Yeah.
really interesting texture. So
It
that is such a
does.
great piece.
Yeah.
Do they
There's.
wear
It's.
black pants, I think?
I think
It's not,
so. Yeah. I'm
yeah.
gonna put some black pants on there so he's not just
Yeah.
naked under
I
there.
like that. No,
Uh,
that's good.
but it's so this hobby is so fun, Heidi, because you
Yeah.
just never know what's gonna fall into your lap. And I just
So
get lucky
great.
sometimes, and it's just so fun when I'm able to kind of uncover something from your favorite show. I mean,
Mhm.
sometimes you have to dig and dig and dig, but once you find it, it's just so fun.
That's just amazing that you have that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I absolutely love the design, and I was, there's been so many shows, like I interviewed, Sharon from, Wheel of Time, and then that show got
Mm-hmm.
canceled. So, like, it
Yeah.
sort of breaks
Yeah.
my heart a little bit. We have these wonderful shows, and then they get
Yeah.
canceled.
It's tough.
So,
It's tough
mhm.
right now, especially for these, bigger budget fantasy shows.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate because the studios don't give them time to gain fandom. I mean, sometimes it
Yeah,
takes 3 or 4 seasons for it to
yeah,
take
like,
off.
I
I
didn't even know
mean,
about Game of Thrones until, like, 2 or 3 seasons in.
yeah,
I didn't start what
yeah,
I was like, someone told me about it, and I'm like, "What is this thing?"
yeah,
And then that I binged all of
yeah.
it. until I could, and then I was like, "Oh my god, I have to
Yeah.
this show is amazing," and then, that's how I ended up doing my first video is because I just love
Yeah.
Game of Thrones so much.
Yeah. It was good until it wasn't, but we won't get
Yeah,
into
absolutely. Yeah, I
that.
agree.
But yeah, so great to have something from the Grishaverse. Hopefully,
Mhm.
at some point, someday, I can get the main character costumes. But
Yeah,
it's just him for now, and I'm okay with that.
I think that's a pretty good piece.
Um, and then we'll go into this next area here. This is a continuation of the period room.
Yep.
Um, so these two dresses here
Ooh.
are also from Serpent Queen and
Ooh.
are absolutely couture. Um,
Wow.
the
Oh,
costume
that's stunning.
design is just
Oh, that
stunning.
hat.
Uh-huh.
That's just
So
brilliant.
delicious.
It
And these are the
is.
same character. This is Diane de Poitiers. Um, and she was kind of the arch nemesis of
Mhm.
um, Samantha Morton's character, Catherine de Medici. And she only wore black and white. That was
Okay.
her wardrobe. But
That is
my goodness, did she really just wear that to death? The way that this one in particular sparkles
oh, yeah,
in
I
the
can
in
sort
the
of see
light
that.
is just
Yeah.
beautiful. Um,
So it looks like there's, like, a bit of a contemporary twist on it
a
then.
little
Yeah,
bit, but not too much. I've
okay.
seen shows or movies that have done it way more contemporary, like
Mhm.
that Robin Hood film or A
Oh, yeah.
Knight's Tale.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, this is definitely on the edge
Okay.
of
Yeah.
contemporary for sure. But yeah, I so often spend a lot of money on the iconic thing and not the beautiful thing. And for
Mhm.
this show, I was like, I'm gonna spend some money on some like really beautiful stuff. That's just fun to look at.
Yeah,
And that's
absolutely.
what I just did with My Lady Jane as well.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
By the way, I saw part of My Lady Jane. I didn't watch all of it,
okay.
but I know the story,
I
but
saw
yeah,
part of it as well, and I didn't
yeah.
finish it.
Yeah, me too.
It was tough. It got a little iffy for me there in the
Mhm,
middle. But it's a great fit display wise with
mhm.
Serpent Queen and the
Oh,
Great
yeah,
that it just
absolutely.
makes a lot of sense to bring
Mhm.
those into this.
Yeah, it's
Um,
interesting, the Great, which I know you have you have a very good exhibit of,
mm,
that's
hmm
one area that I find that costume lovers and historians actually kind of are okay with it, like,
Really,
there are some liberties that are taken, but historians, they're all like, they love it. Yeah, so it's one of
this
those
is
things.
yeah. I mean, they do say right in the title that it's occasionally based on a true story.
Yeah, that's like I'm watching the Book of Guinness or the House of Guinness right
Oh
now,
yeah,
and
yeah. Hmm.
it says it's fiction based on reality. So they do tell you it's fiction. I know, just like, oh my god, these costumes are just so s
Stunning.
who wears the red dress? Is that the other woman
The
in the court?
Georgina.
Georgina,
Yep.
yes,
Yep.
okay.
And she would only wear red. That was her
Mhm.
color. She was always in red for whatever reason. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
her.
Oh, I like that.
Um, yeah. This is Mason's favorite collection.
Oh,
He's
it's
forbid me to ever
incredible.
sell anything from this collection because he loves the
Yeah.
show so much.
Oh, it's
Um,
incredible, and then all
mhm.
the Elle Fanning costumes you have,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
the Doris Holt.
Hmm This one's my favorite. This hunting coat here of
Oh,
his. It's just
incredible.
incredible.
Yeah, you
Hmm
showed me that, I think, last time in the lining
Yeah.
and everything, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
stunning.
When
And you know
I've
what,
done a lot.
honestly, you don't have to tell me what
Yeah.
you paid for these, but I'm gonna probably guess that what you paid for it is probably a fraction of what it cost to make,
Oh,
because
absolutely.
the
Well, a lot of these fabrics are authentic. I mean,
the yeah,
I would say hands down, this has to be the most expensive fabric in the whole
mhm,
museum.
yeah.
Um, I mean, like, look at this one. I mean, this is just. I mean, what is that? Like, that's just phenomenal.
I think from
Um,
what I read, they did have them woven and so on, like,
mm,
there are some houses there are some fabric houses, like, in Europe that will
mm,
weave fabrics for you. They have,
really?
like, books. So I think I was reading that they did, like, there was, like, for instance, someone shared a picture of the baby, and the baby's
Okay.
outfit was like completely like someone had woven it from scratch.
Mm.
Like, so yeah, like I suspect that they didn't just go to a shop and buy the fabric. They
Yeah.
probably went some
Yeah.
to a mill or something like that
Probably.
because it's so
Or
beautiful and high end.
just found these like amazing like period fabrics. I
Oh
mean, I wouldn't
yeah,
be surprised.
yeah, just
I know
absolutely
they did
stunning.
that a lot with Downton. I know that they went out
Mm.
and found a lot of, authentic pieces.
Yeah, like I
It's
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's fascinating how expensive something is to acquire based on who's there to bid against you.
Hmm.
Because these costumes went for very cheap for what they are. Um, I would say that most of them were under $300, which is insane.
You know what?
Um,
They'll appreciate, I think. I
yes,
think they will
absolutely.
appreciate.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing.
Mhm.
If you can get stuff really early in,
Yes.
they're gonna
Yeah.
they're gonna appreciate.
Yeah. Well, and
So
especially, as they go on, the
yeah,
actors, well,
like
as they
Nicholas
go
Hoult,
on.
like he's you know like on fire. That
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
And then Elle, I mean,
Yeah.
she's still early in her career, but she's just the
She's
two of
getting
them.
there.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So I
We're
think
very
that
excited to see her in the new Predator movie.
oh yeah, yeah. So I think that that collection will just it'll appreciate over time.
I think so. Yeah.
And as more
Um,
people are discovering it as well, because a lot of people
yes.
haven't seen it yet.
It's another one that got canceled. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
it was just so good, and then they
It's
just axed it.
amazing. Yeah.
It makes me nervous to start stuff now because most stuff that I actually like that's actually really good usually just ends prematurely.
Yeah, I
You
was really
know.
upset when Penny Dreadful was canceled. Well,
Oh
they
yeah,
said that that
yeah.
was the ending. I'm like, "No, it wasn't.
No, it
It
wasn't.
wasn't the
I mean,
ending.
that third
Come on."
season though, like, was a little
Yeah,
weird. I to this day have never seen a show handle the final season the way that they did with Penny Dreadful.
yeah,
Usually, when a show is going to end, they announce it. There's an
yeah,
announcement. Penny Dreadful, they never announced it was the final season. They never announced that it got canceled or didn't get canceled. All that happened was you finish the last episode of the last season and it just says the end, and you're like, what?
yeah.
I was so upset because I was not ready to kind of say goodbye. I mean,
Mhm.
the fact that I didn't even know in advance that it was my, final season with these characters was just uh weird,
Yeah,
to say the least.
totally.
But yes. Um, so this next section is very new. I put a lot of thought and creativity into it, so I hope you like it. But
I'm sure I
follow
will.
me into the
Ooh, look at
castle
these
dungeon.
walls. Did you have these built the same by the same people who did your the entrance?
So a friend of mine actually gave these to me.
Really?
And immediately when she gave them to me, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do with them. And
Mm,
I was going to create a fun little hallway.
hmm.
Um, and I got them for free, which is amazing. But the people who made the front entrance helped me put them together, like set them up
Oh,
and,
okay. Yeah,
whatnot. But yes, I
that's
mean,
so
it's
cool.
such a fun new transition into this next room,
Mhm.
which used to be the Umbrella Academy section. Um, so come on in.
I'm coming.
Welcome to my crib. So this here is Westeros, the world of Westeros.
Yes.
We have a lot of stuff from Game of Thrones here.
Yeah, so those are like
Um,
weirwood trees.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Behind you, we have Olivar's costume from the show. A very small character and small
Yes, no, I
costume,
know it
but
though. I totally know it. I
um,
recognized it right away.
yeah, I love Will Tudor.
Yes.
I mean, I love Renly and Loras, especially Renly. And I was not able to get anything of theirs. So I went ahead and got Olivar because he's kind of that storyline a little bit.
Hmm.
And was way more affordable. Um, and then we have Bob there hidden in the forest, if you can see him, just for
Who
fun.
is it?
My friend Bob,
Oh,
he's
your
a
friend
goat.
Bob. He's a goat.
Yeah,
He's so
he's a
cute.
goat. Um,
And you got some eggs.
so these aren't real eggs; they're just for decoration. But these
Yeah.
are Daenerys eggs, And they are real eggs. They're I believe taken from the original molds that they used for the eggs in the show.
Okay.
So essentially the same thing, but about $95,000 cheaper.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's still fun though.
Yeah. So this piece here is Mace Tyrell. This is his costume from the show.
Oh, nice.
I love
I love that.
Marjorie and
I love that
Loris.
costume. I feature that
Y-
costume in one of my videos.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I love that
So
costume. That's sort of I always refer to that as the noble silhouette in Game of Thrones for men.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm,
absolutely. Yeah, very signature of especially the Citadel.
mhm.
Um, I didn't get the belt, but I actually have this belt in my collection, and just for rentals and stuff. And it actually works so well with this costume. It matches the buckles so well. I decided to
Is
put
there
it
a
on
brooch?
display with it. That is the hand of the kingpin. It's
Yeah.
not. It's just for fun little Easter eggs for people to
Oh,
see.
okay, sure. But that didn't come with your costume though.
No, no, no. And he wasn't
Yeah,
the hand, but
yeah. I actually, I think that fabric, if I recall, is from Rubelli, which
is
is
it okay?
high end. They're like a really hot, they did a lot of the fabrics for the show, and I'm
Mm.
pretty sure it is. So they did like a lot of the Tyrells or their
Oh, okay.
fabrics. Michelle went to these like she went to luxury like what do you call it? They do like interiors. They're not like clothing, they're for like furniture and soft dressings and that type of thing. But they're luxury. Oh, there's Michelle. We love Michelle.
And then so those two are a little less iconic.
Yeah.
Um,
You
the
got more
people who
stuff
did
than I thought.
yeah. Well, so
I thought you got 4.
I got 4, but my
Okay.
friend Chelsea got Mace, and she's letting me put him on display right now in the museum.
Amazing.
And
Yeah.
then Olivar I found after the auction, and
Oh,
I
okay.
traded some Viking stuff to a friend of mine for him.
So
So
great.
yeah, yeah. Um, and now this next part is one of my favorites.
Mhm.
The people who did the front entrance helped me do this display, which I took
Mhm.
inspiration from the studio tour in Belfast when I was there with
Yes.
Mason and April. But we have Hodor here and his amazing
Oh,
cave wall here.
oh, I love
Uh,
it. It's so great.
Complete
And
with little zombie hand busting out of the door there.
hold the door. And
Hold the
now
door.
did the little pouch come with it as well? The one that
No,
he's wearing
no,
on his
no.
waist?
So I didn't get his belt
Okay.
or his pouch. I added
Yep.
that for display.
Oh, so
The
great though.
one that had the belt and the
Mhm.
pouch sold for $20,000,
Oh
and
my
this one
lord.
sold for two. So I was like,
That's
I'll take the
really
one for two, please. Um,
but
and
it
then I'll
looks
just add a.
great. It looks
Yeah, it
so
does.
great. And the lighting and
Yeah,
everything you have there.
thank you. Yeah,
I
and I
love
did get
it.
his original shoes though, so that's kind of
Mhm.
cool.
Oh, you did
They're
get a shoe.
huge. I did get his shoes.
Oh, yeah, how big
Um,
are they?
I want to say they're like a 15 or something. Like they're
Mhm.
huge. They're
Yeah.
skis. But yeah, I mean, I had no idea that the costume was a little bit more of an olive green than a gray.
Okay.
I always assumed it was gray because that's what it looks like on the show. And there's a lot of detail in here that you just don't really get to pick up
Mhm.
on in the show, from the shoulders there to the neckline here.
Yes.
Um, and
Well,
it's a
one thing that's my favorite thing about Michelle is that she always has so much texture. Like there's always
yes,
so much
yeah,
texture. And even
yeah,
the breakdown on it is in itself like just really
yes,
beautiful.
it is, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
William, I'm so happy for you that you have that.
thank
That's
you. Yeah, me too. I mean, that auction was wild. I mean, to this day, it's the most expensive auction I've ever
mhm.
seen. So the fact that I was able to get anything, let alone
I was gonna
something,
say though, even like I think that one of the reasons why everyone was scrambling for those pieces is that probably even when it arrived at your home or whatever, it's
mm,
probably worth at least double now. It's
yeah,
probably even just you having
yes,
it now is it's worth
yeah,
like way
yeah,
more. than it would
Yeah.
if you were to put it up for auction again. Not that you would, but just
Yeah.
I think so that's why I think people were scrambling, because they were like, okay, if I buy this will be worth even more,
Yes.
like years to come.
Yeah. Well, Game of Thrones is one of those shows, that's going to go on and probably until the end of time. I
I
mean,
think
people are
so. I think
always
so.
gonna, in 200-300 years,
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be like 50 different Game of Thrones projects by then, but they'll always
Yeah.
look back to that first show that started it all, so,
It is, because it's
um,
probably one of the most, like, iconic
yeah,
fantasy shows that we've ever
yeah,
had, and the new one
ever.
that's, like, coming out looks
Mhm.
so good, by the way,
Yeah. Well,
Night
and,
of the Seven Dragons or Seven
it was
Kingdoms.
the last like big, water cooler show that we had, where
Yes.
everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, what are we gonna like? What's
Yeah,
gonna happen on the next episode?" Like, "Oh my gosh, Lost, back in the day."
for sure. I haven't really
Um,
had a show like that. Like, maybe, some shows have maybe touched on it a bit for me, like maybe Severance
mm,
or something, where I'm super
sure.
excited. I can't wait to see the next episode. But I haven't really had a show like that, at least for like the first 5 seasons, where I'm like, I just can't wait till the next episode. I'm dying, so
Yeah.
it was a rare thing. And I think the
I
fact that
I've
you own some costumes from that is
yeah,
also very rare,
yeah. I've had a few, but I haven't had any for a really long time. Like I
Mhm.
still say Anne was like the last show that I just loved, and I could not wait for the next episode and the next season. Which is wild because that was 6 years ago, and there's not really anything that's come out since then where
For
you
Anne with
love
an
it
E?
instantly. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Dan with an E too, and again, it
Yeah.
got canceled. Like
Yeah.
you said, you can't like anything.
No, you can't. Because, yeah. I mean, all the good stuff always gets canceled. I
Mhm.
mean, it's just unfortunate. And then The Witcher gets 4 or 5 seasons, which
Yeah, I
is just
know.
insane.
Yeah, I know, totally. I actually probably the show that I probably like the most at the moment is Foundation, which I don't know if you've ever seen
Okay.
it. Sci-fi, but I would say it's kinda like, it's so big. And Lee Pace is in it, and
Love him. Yeah.
he's absolutely amazing. So I love it. The writing is good. The costumes are gorgeous. Like, so yeah, it's like probably one of the only shows that, I'm like, I just absolutely love it. And they just finished this season, and I think we are getting a new season. So thank God. It's on Apple
Uh,
though.
it's
So
always a breath of fresh air when they finally
yeah.
release
Now you've got
the
some video
news.
too. Look at you.
I
You've got
do, yeah.
video. That's
So this is my
amazing.
giant projector. On screen, you can see Daenerys's dress there that I have
Yes,
from the show,
absolutely. I know that
which is
one.
right over here. So it's kind of crazy to like look at it and then
Oh my gosh.
see it
Yeah.
in person.
Yes, and I know that they had the necklace, like a rubber version of it, go on sale,
Yep,
but that would have been
yep.
did you
No, so
get that?
this is
Oh,
the
did you get
rubber
that one?
version.
That
Yep,
is the
yep,
rubber one. You did get that, okay.
yep. I had a friend of mine who was willing to buy that from me to help pay to acquire this because she was incredibly expensive.
Mhm.
But he's also kind enough to let me still put it on display while I have the museum open. So if I shut
Yeah.
down, that's the first thing to get shipped off. But yeah.
Natural says sorry, she says there's a new anime of Anne called Anne Shirley.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I've heard
okay.
of that. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun. Carl says multimedia fancy. It's great for reminding folks about the costumes too. Yeah, absolutely. Because you've got those really nice, the placards or whatever you call
Yes. Yeah.
them. But then
Yeah.
having the video is kind of nice too, because it's like you
It
say, it sort of
is.
reminds people of the scene.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, and I can't do that
sure,
with
go ahead.
everything because it's
Oh yeah, of course not.
but with Game of Thrones, I mean, it's such a big show, and it was such a big, acquisition. I wanted to make the display as big as possible, and having the projection going just
Mhm.
really just, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Now,
Um,
on the dress, I know it's distressed,
yes,
obviously, because
yes, it is. Yep.
she's
So
been,
in this
yeah, go ahead.
scene right now, yeah,
Yeah,
you can
in the
see
scene.
that she's getting attacked by the Sons of the Harpy here. So
Mhm.
she herself didn't get injured, but as you can see, there's a bunch of people fighting around her. So this would have been a lot of blood splatter that would have
Mhm.
gotten on her dress from all the fighting that she's being subjected to. And that's why there's a lot of dirt and grime and stuff. because this would have been the dress that she's literally wearing right now in this scene.
Yeah, because originally it was pure white, and
Yes.
then it got,
Yeah.
like, filthy, and then
Yes.
she ends up having to ride off as well, and I think
Yeah.
she's wearing that dress when she rides off, right?
She
When she
is.
flies
Yep. Yep.
away.
And that's part of the
So
reason why I went for this one is
mm,
because, for me as a viewer, this moment in the show,
mhm.
where she rides Drogon for the first time was such a like, oh my God moment in my own personal like experience watching this show. It's the first time I believe that we've ever seen a woman ride a dragon on screen, which is pretty historic, I think. And it was such a badass moment for the show and also for her as a character. So to have something that um, immortalizes that is kind of amazing. And yeah, it's such an honor to have her here in the museum. She's been a holy grail of mine since I started collecting, is to
Of
try and get
course.
Daenerys Targaryen. I loved her so much until I didn't, but we don't talk about it.
I was gonna tell
Um,
you, now one of the things that Michelle always said is that Daenerys always wears pants under her dresses, all of her
yes,
dresses. Did you
yeah.
know that?
I didn't know that, but I have noticed that with this dress. I know that she wears pants with this
Mhm.
dress for sure. But
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, it
it's
makes sense.
interesting. It's interesting because what you were saying about her being the first woman to ride off on a dragon, because
Mm,
in the show, Michelle said, "I've put her in pants since the beginning," like when she started
yeah, you
with the
can see her in
Dothrakis.
pants. And,
Exactly, and she said because she always wore pants under her dresses, even if she was in court, because she never knew when she would need to make a quick getaway. So
yeah,
I always thought that was sort
yeah.
of interesting, and I don't even know when she said that, but I think she said it before this season.
Well,
So
it makes sense. I mean, she was with the Dothraki for so
mhm,
long. I mean,
yep,
that they're horse people, so
horse
they're
people,
always on
exactly.
horseback.
Mhm.
And then she transitioned straight to dragons. So it makes
Yeah,
sense to always have your riding gear on,
mhm.
because you never know when you do. Yeah, like you said, need to make a getaway.
I was,
Um,
I had, like, sort of a wish list of things I wanted, and one of them I would have
mm,
really have loved to have seen is Danny wearing some kind of dragon armor. I would have
yeah,
loved that.
yeah.
I thought it would have been cool, but we never got that. So
No, I mean
exactly.
personally, I never liked her transition from wearing blues and pinks and aquas to wearing black.
Mhm.
That just
Yeah,
seemed really weird and
it
very
did.
boring.
It was boring.
Um,
Yeah.
and then everybody was in black, in the last couple of
Yeah.
seasons. That was just drab.
Well, it was
Um,
yeah, it was funny because, Michelle had argued that it was because they were at war, and I'm like, "Yeah, but if you look back in history, people don't wear black during war most times." Like,
yeah,
like, especially if you're nobility, you would
yeah,
wear color.
yeah.
So, yeah, oh, Carl says the Greeks mentioned the pants of this, Scythians. Is that how you say that? Who were in real life horse lords that helped inspire George R. R. Martin. You can see them in the Parthenon marbles. Oh, very cool.
Oh, that
Greeks
is
wore
really
tunics,
cool.
but Scythians, barbarians, wore pants. Oh, very cool. Thanks so much for sharing that, Carl. Carl always has so much knowledge. And you also have
um,
the Targaryen banners, but were those? Did you get those from the
They're just
auction
for
or
decoration.
just for
Yeah, I
decoration?
wanted one for from the auction, but they all sold for like $100,000. So
And you didn't have $100,000?
I didn't have $100,000, Heidi. I'm so sorry.
Oh my
Maybe next
gosh.
time, next
I'm so
auction.
happy that I still am kind of, like, blown away that you got some
Yeah,
of the,
I
the costumes from,
yeah, and
Great for, like, a couple $100. That's
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
that's
and
mind-boggling.
they're better. They're better costumes. Like I love Michelle Clapton, but they're better costumes,
Oh,
and they
well, yeah,
sold
no,
for a fraction of the
yeah,
price.
it's crazy.
Um, but I mean,
Well,
again,
even,
I mean,
like,
they did.
I noticed even at the auction that, um, Sansa's dresses looked very bad. They looked like
Yeah,
they had sun
yeah,
damage and just were kinda
yeah.
falling apart and stuff, so, in the
Well,
first
most of
season,
that
they didn't
stuff.
have a lot of money, so wanted to
Yeah.
keep
Well,
it.
most of the stuff in that auction were all the backup pieces and the stunt pieces and like, a lot of like the stuff that the archivists didn't need or want.
Exactly, yes.
Um, But this other piece here, this is Brienne of
Oh,
Tarth.
Brianna Tarth.
This
Oh,
is
I love this one.
what? Yeah.
When
So
she's
this
fighting the
one's
bear.
yeah, and it's got bear scratches on it, which is so
Wow.
cool, like claw marks.
So cool. Yeah, and that's, I think, the only time that Brienne wears a dress.
It is, yeah.
Look at the claw
Um,
marks. That's
hmm
so cool. I love that.
And this was such a, pivotal moment for her in the show. And it's so memorable.
Mhm.
People always recognize this dress because it was so unusual for her to wear a dress.
Yeah, and
Um,
I was gonna say, the actress, she was in, you were talking about it,
Wednesday.
Wednesday, but she was
Yeah.
also in what's that other show you were mentioning? The
Sandman.
Sandman. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
amazing. I love her.
Yeah. She's great. I was really upset that she didn't get cast as the White Witch in the new Narnia.
And who is?
Cause yeah. It's oh, Mason, what's her name? Emma Mackey, from Sex Education.
Okay, I don't know her. Like
Okay.
I know the Tilda Swinton one. Like
Yeah.
so, and is it Greta Gerwig
It
directing?
is. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then,
Yeah.
how do you feel about that?
She's never let me down.
Okay.
So I love Barbie.
Yeah.
But we'll
I
see. We'll
haven't
see.
seen
We'll
Lady
see.
Bird. Is that hers as well, Lady Bird?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
I
really
haven't
good
seen it.
one. I
Mhm.
haven't seen Little Women, but I've heard that one's good.
It was okay.
Um,
Like, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was anything there was anything new there, but
sure. This one's my personal
oh,
favorite here. This is
absolutely.
Melisandre.
You know what's
Um,
really funny? I
hmm.
saw in your picture, because you had it on Instagram, the way you've displayed it, it actually looks a lot like how I saw a picture of it on display by, HBO. They like the way you had the lighting and everything. You've got it very similar.
I did use a picture for that before I got it in because all I had
Okay.
was like the really crappy picture that Heritage had.
Okay.
Um, so it might have been that just that picture that I found that they exhibited.
Oh, it's so
Um,
beautiful.
but I mean, yeah, I mean, this is phenomenal, and I found some branches in the parking lot, and I thought that it would be such a good fit for her display, to
It
have that
is.
like bleak dead
Yes.
wood behind her.
I love it.
Um, and yeah, I mean, this was always one of my favorite characters in the show. She was always just so mysterious and sexy and powerful, and you never quite knew whose team she was on.
Yeah, 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 for
Um,
sure.
and
It's funny how you really kind of like there's a couple of characters like this, so you really kinda hate her at the beginning, but then
yeah,
you kinda come to like her,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's the same with a couple of like Jamie is kinda like that too, right? Like,
yeah,
kinda like,
yeah.
he's a major prick, and then you do kinda come around to him.
hmm
Really wonderful, yeah, really wonderful character, and is it Caprice? Carice? Carice.
Carice Van
Yeah,
Houten.
Chris
Yeah,
Van Houten. Oh, just stunning.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
absolutely
great.
beautiful. It was really
Um,
funny, by the way. I was gonna tell you this little story. Apparently, she was on, Seth Meyers' show,
yeah,
and
I
they
saw that. Yeah.
and she was talking about how they gave her a wig and a costume to, like,
Mm,
pretend to be Melisandre or whatever, but she said it
hmm
was really awful. Like, she said because she had gotten so used to wearing her wig and her costume on the show, which are, beautifully made, and the wigs were, like,
hmm
very expensive. So to then go wear it, she actually kind of felt icky, like, she was like, "I gotta get this off of me."
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was
I
really
mean, it must be weird to like be the character but not be the character. Like that
I
must
think that's
be very
exactly what's going
bizarre.
on. Yeah, because there was
Yeah,
another one with, uh,
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow where
hmm
they're at a dinner party or something.
Yeah, yeah, and she was at a baby shower, I think.
She was at a baby shower, okay. Yeah, so it was just it was sort of uncomfortable, and I guess I kind of understand that. That would be a little bit weird. But when she said once she gets the costume on, she's just completely feels the character, so I love that. Have you had any cosplayers come in and be like, "Oh, I'm planning on I wanted to get some really detailed pictures." Have you have anything like that happen? Where people have come in wanting to take some good detailed pictures of your costumes on display so they
I
could do
I
a
I
cosplay of
have
it?
I have had that happen, but I don't remember exactly what it was for.
Mhm.
I think it was the Power Rangers, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so. But yeah, great piece. Love her so much.
Oh, it's amazing.
Um, yeah. Um, but yeah. Then we continue on into our much smaller Viking section now. Um, Nothing too much has changed in here. So we'll do a little walkthrough.
Okay.
Um, if there's anything anyone sees in here that they want to look at, let us know.
Mhm.
I've got my Spartacus collection
Mhm.
here.
Yeah, Justin, who's my editor, he loves Spartacus. It's like his favorite. He's
Mm,
always wanting
I'm
me to
very
watch.
excited for the new show.
Yeah, he wants me to watch the new show with him.
Yeah. This one's new. This is Paul
Oh,
Mescal's armor from Gladiator 2.
oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen that movie yet. Is it good?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. But the armor's gorgeous.
It is. Yeah.
I was kind
Uh-huh.
of
And
upset because Pedro Pascal's in that, and
he is. Yeah, and they wasted him.
oh, what a
Um,
shame.
yeah, they had Pascal and Mescal.
Yes. So Paul Mescal is actually he's kind of really hot up and coming, or maybe
Hmm.
he's
Yeah,
already
he's in
like
everything now.
he's in Hamnet, which looks really, really good.
Yeah. And we
Is
just
it?
saw him in History of Sound.
Oh, okay.
Um, he was what else has he been in recently? Yeah, he's getting up there. I mean, it's funny because it's always the same people now. It's him, it's
Yeah,
Barry Keegan,
yeah, Barry
it's
Keoghan. Timothée
Harris
Chalamet.
Dickinson,
Yeah, Harris Dixon.
uh uh and then
Austin Butler.
what's Austin Butler, who's the guy from uh Stranger Things. He's always in everything now.
Wolfenhard?
No, Eddie Brock. Or
Oh, oh,
what
sorry,
was his
who's
name?
that?
Joseph Quinn.
Oh, Joseph
He's in
Quinn.
everything
Yes,
now.
yes, of
Uh-huh.
course. Yeah,
So
he
there's
was
like this
great.
like there's like
He's
this
true.
boys club that's always
Yeah.
like the new
I think it's the
actor and
casting
everything.
directors, they just don't wanna have to deal with more they just like to use the same people, it makes it easier.
Yeah,
But then the problem
yeah,
is that then these people get overexposed, right?
yeah. Absolutely. I mean, look at like Timothy Chalamet. I feel like he's like
Yeah,
everywhere these days.
he is.
So over here we have the Mighty
Oh,
Morphin
so
Power
so
Rangers.
pretty. Look at the beautiful
Uh-huh.
colors. Now, okay, I don't know a lot about Power Rangers. My niece used to watch it. So is this from the movie or the TV show?
You know, I don't know much about Power Rangers myself. I got this mostly as a business decision because they're
Yeah.
so iconic.
Yeah.
Um, so there is a movie, but there was also a show that there was 30 years of the show. I think they had 30 some seasons, which is crazy. It
That
just
is
ended.
crazy. And it's got
It
a
went
huge
from
fandom.
it went from 93 all the way up to I think 2023 or 24.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's the show that my niece would have watched then if
sure, yeah.
and so I
Um,
do remember it like on TV, like
yeah,
but I would be like um just sort of watching it just as in the background. I wouldn't be paying attention too much because it was sort of like
yeah,
campy, I guess, like
yeah. It was
kind of
very much
low
like
budget.
a teen boys thing, like a
Yeah.
preteen boys thing. So it was very much my brother's thing. I was a little too young, and then when I wasn't too young, I was just not into it. I was way more into Lizzie McGuire than
Oh yeah, sure.
the Power Rangers.
But
But
the
you
colors
know,
are gorgeous.
they are, and the quality of the spandex is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be very thin and cheap.
Mhm.
I'm, but it's pretty well made.
Yeah. They're and the visor, they all have visors, I guess, on their helmets. That do they go up or they just stay down like that? Oh, William, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I don't know if you're. It might have gotten disconnected from your phone, maybe. William's just trying to get his sound going, guys. So if you're wondering what's happening here, we were looking at pictures of no mic's sound on my end either, Carl says. We were looking at pictures of the Power Rangers.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, there you are. Yay. Yeah, Carl says Bluetooth on sometimes just drop and do weird stuff too. That's probably what it was. Yeah. By the way, William, how many mannequins do you own now? You must have a lot.
Oh my gosh, Heidi.
Have you just been acquiring them over the past year?
For the past 6 years, I've been acquiring mannequins. I want to say I probably have to have at least.
Oh, we've lost him completely.
I'm sure that I definitely have like 200 mannequins on display right now.
Wow.
In the museum.
William, there you are. I was going to say we lost your picture. There you are. Okay.
I don't know why, but my headphones stopped working. So I'm going to take
okay.
Here. So you can hear me.
I can totally hear you. Can you hear me though?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I have so many mannequins, I think. And it's tough. It's tough to find full body mannequins,
Oh, I'm sure. And then also because it looks like sometimes you need child size ones too, right? Depending on the size of the costume.
Yeah. I would say child mannequins and male mannequins are the hardest ones to come by.
Sure. What's that giant tire that you have on the wall there? What is that?
So this is a new collection as well.
Okay.
So this is from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh my gosh, I love that movie so much.
So this is the on-set everything bagel that they would have used for a reference for the actors.
That's hilarious.
And then they augmented it with CGI after production.
Yeah.
And it's a lot bigger than it looks on screen. It's about 9 feet tall and 9 feet wide.
How did you get that delivered?
What'd you say?
How did they deliver that to you?
So it's blown up right now. So I have a fan.
It's inflatable.
Okay. Fan, which is amazing.
Oh, okay.
But it came in a box, and I had no idea it was going to be that big because it came in like a very small box.
Mm-hmm. And the costumes you have from the movie. Oh, there you go. So you got
all
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, I have Michelle. Yeah. I have Kiwai Kwan and then Jamie Lee Curtis there.
Oh my gosh, the Jamie Lee Curtis one's iconic because she won an Oscar for that.
Yeah, she did.
And Michelle Yeoh, that's sort of her. She's the one in the front there. I count her. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
actually, I mean, she's even wearing that outfit when she meets Jamie Lee Curtis when I think they're at the bank or something. Wow, so great! Oh, they're even on the poster.
Yeah, and then I cut a wig to kind of make it look like her.
I love it. You did a great job. That's so cool. That was a really great movie. I love the design on that. Oh, and there's your Anne display.
Yeah, we got to say hi to Anne.
Hi, Anne. So cute. We'll have to check out that anime show and see what it's like. Oh, there's your Doctor Who. Oh my God. This is like that's a real find.
Yeah. Not much has gotten out from Doctor Who, but they did a charity auction. February. Mm-hmm. And I decided to splurge a little bit on another little business decision here and get Matt Smith's Doctor costume here.
It looks like sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say he only wears this in 4 episodes. Mm-hmm. But it's one of his looks, which is super cool.
Absolutely. And it was it complete like that?
Yeah, I got everything from
With the
the
boots
boot,
as well?
the pants, and then the shirt and the bow tie and the coat, which is
Mhm.
amazing.
It's funny because his Matt Smith's armor from House of the Dragon also was sold at a
Yeah,
charity auction.
I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really
So,
wanted to get that Shiz uniform from Wicked, but
mhm. Anything from Wicked will be very, very sought after because that won
yeah,
an Oscar too, right?
yeah,
So,
and I'm sure it's gonna win a lot more for part 2.
oh yeah, absolutely. The Paul Taswell, oh my gosh, he's an incredible designer.
Yeah, he's amazing. I think this
Oh,
is
what's
all
this
stuff you've
stuff?
seen already.
Okay.
I did revamp my Wonka bar display.
Oh, nice. I love it. Oh, very cool. Look at your I love those cubes, by the way. Those are really neat that you put all your small bits in.
Yeah, the little display cubes.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Have you seen my little Who? I think you have.
I have, yes.
Yeah. This one's new though. I was able to randomly stumble
Oh,
um,
oh,
to put a fan
Sally.
costume
Oh,
from.
so cute. So you have Elle Fanning and her sister.
I do. I have both
You
Fannings.
have both Fannings. That's
Both
amazing.
Fannings, and I have 2 Skarsgård brothers.
Oh,
So
that's so cool.
yeah,
That's right. Oh, yeah, because you have Vikings and you have the Northmen.
Northman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think anything else over here is new for the
I know
most.
you have we haven't seen Castiel. I think you have Castiel.
So I did sell Castiel,
Aw, oh,
unfortunately,
that's too
when
bad. Okay.
I was gonna close the museum.
Yeah.
Um,
It's interesting because I was interviewing the designer of that and I was asking her where everything ended up and they didn't auction anything. They kind
no,
of like they auctioned off the regular clothes, but they didn't auction any of the principal clothes.
so that was an eBay find,
Mhm.
and they said that they got that from It's a Wrap in LA.
Oh,
So
okay.
that could have been real or not real. I
Mhm.
just kind of took their word for it.
Yeah.
Um, because I mean, I've been to It's a Wrap. I mean, it's they do always have a bunch of stuff out there.
Mhm. Yeah, we've seen what's this cute little chair you've got here?
People don't
A
want
nice little
to.
place to sit down.
Yeah.
And that is you got more video.
So into the jungle we go, Heidi.
Mhm. Yeah, and you usually play like sound effects and things like that too,
I
don't you?
do.
Yeah,
Yeah. I turned them off for the
for
video
the
to get.
interview. Yeah.
I did get a Stegosaurus maquette since last time.
Oh,
Talked to you, I think, from
what's it from?
The Lost World from
Oh,
Jurassic
oh
Park.
yeah, very cool. Stan Winston. So while people are coming and visiting the museum, are you usually just sort of like, you're working on something, you're working on a display, like what are you doing while you're at the museum? Are you just talking to people and greeting them, or
I
how is
mean,
your
it kind
day?
of depends on how busy it is. I mean,
Sure.
sometimes I'm, not able to chat with people, but sometimes, yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll, you know, chat up a storm with people, and
Mhm.
we'll get to chatting sometimes for 20
Is
minutes or
that a new
so.
piece there, the one from Hook?
It's new-ish, so I did
New.
have the shirt before, but I was able to complete the
Oh.
whole costume.
Mhm.
So I do have his like hat now, and his tie, and his
Put
pants,
you on
and
solo here
shoes
so people can
too.
see. Very cool.
And this is such a great film. Um, everybody loves Hook. So to
Mhm.
have anything from that is,
Yeah, and you've got Peter Pan there, I
I
think?
do, yeah.
Yeah.
it's quite fascinating to have so many different versions
Mhm.
of these iconic characters from the story from different, properties, because I have Hook from Once Upon a Time, and then,
That's
you
true.
have,
Yes.
yeah,
I love this Peter Pan, though. I think
yeah,
it's very
yeah,
it's so interesting.
it is.
Who was the actor who played him?
Jeremy Sumpter.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, and I think he was like 12 when they made this.
Wow.
But what's such a cool, fun little detail is his costume is partially made of alligator skin, which is
Wow.
so fun.
And that's real alligator.
It is.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Um, but it just, it's such a fun story element, like little
Mhm.
Easter egg of
Yep.
what's to come, in the movie. And then I was able to get the mask from the
Oh,
mouth.
there's the mask. And which version is this?
This is from the first movie.
Oh, it's from the first one.
Yep. So this is the pre-transformation mask that I wear.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Right.
We recently watched that again, actually. We've been going back and watching old movies and stuff like that.
Mm,
And then you got The Mummy.
hmm
Uh, that was a
So
prop, I
this is just set dressing from the
Mhm.
film.
That's still pretty cool, though.
But yeah, super cool. And then this is one of my new favorite pieces here. This is Miss Neytiri from Avatar.
Oh, yes. Wow. So I guess they would have made, like, models or whatever to
Mhm.
then animate or
So this is actually a replica bust made by Infinity Studios
Oh, okay, okay. For,
with
like
the help of Weta Workshop.
Oh, sure.
Um,
Maybe they were using it for promotion?
yeah. Um,
And then your lighting and everything makes it look so cool.
Thank you. I mean, the detail in this thing is insane.
Mhm,
Like I love these movies so much. So to
mhm.
have embodiment of this world in real life is just so cool.
Yeah, the
Um,
eyes that they glow.
mhm. She's not glowing as much in person as she seems to on camera, but
Oh, okay, okay.
um, I have a black light on her right now. So that's probably why she's glowing so much on video.
Mhm.
But yeah, I
That's
mean, it
pretty
looks
cool,
great.
though.
Yeah.
Is Mason still, doing the camera, or are you doing it by yourself
Uh,
now?
behind the camera now. My mic stopped working, so I had to take over here. Should we go to Narnia?
Sure. Yes, that's right, you go in through the closet, right?
You do.
I love this display, it's so gorgeous, and with the holidays coming and everything. By the way, Carl was asking, do you do anything special for Halloween?
I've thought about it. I don't have too much spooky stuff. I would love
Mhm.
to get like a Walking Dead display or something to do for
Oh,
like
yeah.
kids or something.
Mhm.
I think my biggest priority right now for like themed holiday stuff is to get more Christmas stuff from like Christmas
Yeah, because
movies.
this is such a nice, people come and visit it, take pictures. It's very cool.
So one of the new things in this display is I was able to find this amazing horse
Wow.
here from the film,
That is incredible.
and it's huge.
Yeah.
So, but it really makes, I mean, it looked like a centaur, you know?
Yeah. Like, how many horses do you have now?
This horse, I guess, with three, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
all in the last like couple months, which is fun.
does the, mannequin portion come off the horse, or is it all one piece, or how does that all work?
No, so it attaches across the waist here. There's like a
Okay. Yeah.
not that belt. There's an interior belt.
Yeah, Carl says
But they would have
centaur.
fashioned it to their body, and then in the film, they would have had a little wheel there for them
Okay.
to wheel it around set. I
Mhm.
didn't get the wheel.
So the actor didn't have to be dragging it.
Right.
That's
But
so fun.
I just have it on little pedestals right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty cool.
It's amazing. Who's the designer of the movie? Do you recall?
Yeah, it's Isis Musundan.
Yeah, you should invite her.
I would love to. I know that
Yeah.
she just did the design for Wheel of Time, I believe,
Mhm.
first season. Anyway.
She did do the first season because when I was talking to Sharon, I said Isis, and she said, "Oh, it's Isis," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, yes." She's really talented.
Yeah, she's great.
Or even you should at least you could do a video of this and then just tag her on Instagram if she's
Yeah.
on Instagram. Because
I'm just
that would be so I know Cynthia Summers was really I think she thought that was really awesome that you
yeah.
have a bunch of her costumes.
Well, I mean, especially when I'm able to get such big collections, I
Yeah.
mean, to be able to keep these designers work together, after
Mhm.
these things end is kind
Of
of a
course.
beautiful thing.
Yeah, Natural's saying, "Oh, still bummed about Wheel of Time being canceled." For sure. And of course, we were talking about Ben Barnes was in. Do you have the Prince Caspian?
I
Is
don't
it
have Prince Caspian. I came
yeah, the
very close to getting
boys?
Prince Caspian, but someone
Yeah.
got under out from under my feet, unfortunately.
Ugh, jerk.
And I kind of had the choice of getting Peter or
Mhm.
Caspian at the time, and obviously, I have to
Yeah,
get
you wanna have the family together.
right.
Of course. Yeah, we rewatched this movie not that long. I was telling you with my kids, we've been kinda going through some of the older movies and watching them, so it's really fun. And there's your shop.
And here's my gift shop.
Oh, it's so
And then
nice.
thank
What kind of merch
you.
do you have? You have to show me what you have.
Merch, I got, like Supernatural tarot deck.
Oh, so fun.
Last
The Last
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
I
Now, is
just,
The Last Unicorn, was it based on a movie?
yeah.
Or a book, I should say?
Oh, a book. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Mhm.
Initially, when I first opened, I wanted to keep stuff strictly themed to the stuff I had in the museum.
Yeah, of
But
course.
eventually, I kind of branched out
Mhm.
because you kind of have to appeal to different people and whatnot.
Yeah, that's
But
really
yeah,
fun. I love that.
I don't think I've ever shown you my gift shop before.
Well, I think the first time we went in there, you only had maybe some T-shirts and things like that.
Oh,
You've got
sure.
actually a lot of
Yeah.
stuff now. Oh, I love it. It's so good.
And then I can show you this one last thing here, which is my
Sure.
handmade in the
Oh, in the
window.
window display, yes.
Mm.
Oh, there she is. Oh, beautiful. That's amazing. And what season is that from? Do you know?
Um, I don't know what season. All I know is that it was Emily's.
Mhm.
Um, so it might be. I mean, I'm assuming probably all seasons, right? I mean,
Mhm.
they don't really change their look much,
No.
so they probably honestly use this throughout the whole show. But
And
the cloak
they're
is
doing a spin-off, I guess, right?
they
Like
are the
that
testaments
yeah.
or the testament.
Oh, that's amazing. And we're back at the front. And there you are. Hello. How many times have you been through your own museum?
Oh goodness, so many times, Heidi.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure
sure. You're
probably at
always
least
if you're work
100 at this point.
do you have a little office or anything or a place where you can go and have a coffee? Oh, I lost you. We lost William. Let's see if he comes back. There he is. Are you
Can you hear
there?
me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Wait, let me try and.
Do I have a little office, you asked?
Yeah, I'm trying to add you back. Hold on a second. I don't know what's going on. There. Oh, wait. There we go. I'm getting a little bit of reverb from you, though. How's that? Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry.
No, I was
Technical
just asking, do you have a little office where you can like go and, be quiet and have a tea or a coffee?
do. Yeah. I mean, my space is quite large, which is nice.
Mm.
I mean, I have about 15,000 square feet here. So I have 2 back rooms, and one of them is kind of my more like office area, which is nice.
But you could probably just go even somewhere within your display and just kind of
Yeah.
hang out in there
Yeah.
if you want to, right?
Yeah.
Because you could blend in with
I often hang out in the jungle. I have some benches in there.
jungle.
Yeah. Sit there.
I love it. You could put some camouflage on.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, and then you could jump out when they come out.
Yeah. That's what I need to do for Halloween.
Yeah, have something like that. Have some jump scares.
Yeah, I need to get somebody in the Minotaur in Narnia. I have him to just start to move.
I like the idea though of that, like that, that archway that you have. Then you put some candles in there, and then if you have some, if you were able to adjust your lights or whatever, then you can make it really spooky.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Yeah, and then, but yeah, it would be if you do get some horror movies. Like, I don't know. Are you into horror movies?
Not much. Horror movies always make me really mad because the characters are usually really stupid.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
It's a really good
off.
one. There's one I just watched that's really good. It's called Weapons. And it's kind of more psychological horror, and sort of supernatural. There's a little bit of supernatural in there too.
I've heard it's really good.
I think you will really, really like it. I loved it. I thought it was great. And I don't think the characters in there were stupid, which is really cool. Like it was like we were dealing with people who have trauma. We were dealing with people who are flawed, but it was kind of like a little bit like Hereditary. Like there were things that were out of their control that they couldn't control. But they're trying. So I would and I went into it not knowing anything about it, which I think is the best way to go into it.
Yeah, I just saw The Conjuring 4.
Oh, okay.
Or 5. Is it 5 or 4? I don't know. The last and it was really good. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Those ones were always really great.
The one that I told you that I was really like was Bring Her Back. That one was too trauma. Like that one was just too much for me. I'm usually like, I love horror, but that one was just like, no. But my favorite horror movie still probably is Midsommar. I love Midsommar. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh yeah. I mean that made Florence Pugh's career.
It's probably like I love Ari Aster. It's probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite horror movie. And I was at TIFF and I got like a really cute little pin of her. I should bring it down here, but it's just her and her flower crown. So I've got it on my bag right now.
I saw her dress at the Academy Museum when I went there in LA.
The flower dress? Yeah, they built it on like a giant frame.
Yeah. It was huge.
Them like weeks to make it.
I can imagine.
Oh, yeah, that would have been fun though. They're just like you basically just gluing flowers on there. Or they must have sewed them actually. So they would have, otherwise they probably would have just pinged off. But it was anyway, that and her headpiece just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where you have to sit and you got to think about it for like 20 minutes afterwards.
That's why I was so like kind of just I thought about it and I was just like I kept sitting there and thinking about it and then I was like I got to talk about the costumes and then I started looking into it and I just was like oh, this is so cool and then there was some directors director's cut that had been so I went and watched those scenes and I just kept getting more and more horrified the more and like I was learning about it and I was like oh my god this movie is even more horrifying than I even realized to begin with so Yeah, it was just one of those things that just stuck with me. And every midsummer when it comes around, I always do a post of it's midsummer because I always think it's so cool. You know, great costume. So hopefully maybe one day I'll get some costumes for those.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you get Florence Pugh, but any of the even the women's costumes that they wear, they're so beautiful. They're all embroidered and they're all handmade. Everything's handmade on that because the idea that they would have made all their own clothes.
Yeah.
And all the embroidery and everything that they did. So that would be
A24 might have archived everything because it won so many awards. I don't know if they have. I know way back in the day, I remember they did auction some stuff on like the A24 website. And I looked at some stuff and it was all just like insane because you have everybody in Hollywood trying to get that stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
And then I think the dress that the Academy has was at auction. I think they got that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think when I did the video on it, I think Julian's, I thought had auctioned off her flower headpiece.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I feel
think
like I remember
Julian's
seeing that.
might have, or Heritage Auctions, maybe. Maybe it was Heritage. Yeah, because I used those photos in my video, and but yeah, it was pretty. But I found some video behind the scenes of the designer working on it, so it was really kind of like a giant, like they basically took hula hoops or something and made this giant.
You should have got it, and you could have put it on display with Anne's flower crown.
I have to send it to you still. I owe that to you. I keep forgetting to send it to you.
I wouldn't hate that. I would love that.
No, I know you would. I know I said that to Jack the other day. I'm like, oh my God, it's on like the floor of my closet. It's terrible. I gotta send it to you. And the umbrella.
Let's get it in a display box, Heidi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because but no, you should have it. I shouldn't have it. I'm gonna work on getting that to you.
Okay. We'll talk
when the Canada Post strike is over. Although I could probably send it by a FedEx or something. Maybe I should do that.
I mean, now we have import fees now.
Yeah, I know. Well, I would put it as a gift. I think if you send it as a gift, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
And that's technically what it would be. It would be a gift. So you wouldn't hopefully have to pay an import fee. But are you okay if we wrap things up? Because I think we covered a lot.
I think so. Yeah.
And hopefully everyone who is here tonight enjoyed this. And Carl, thanks so much for all of he's always got so much information that he can share with us. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Carl. Also, Heidi, your hair does look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I didn't see it before.
Thanks.
It's great.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Well, I'm trying to age gracefully.
It looks great. You're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you so much for doing this. And I really appreciate I love it every time you come on here. Maybe
it's always a pleasure.
We could do a Christmas show if you're up to it.
We should 100% do a Christmas show again. That was so much fun.
And by the way, if everybody who's watching, if anybody wants to support William, I've got a link to his Patreon. If you want to become a patron, he's got multiple levels, and this is to support the museum that he has, because it's very expensive, because the only money he gets coming in is for the door. But you've got not only do you have your hard costs of running the museum, but also every time you buy a new acquisition, you add to the collection, all of the displays, it gets very expensive.
Signage,
right? Yeah. And so if anyone wants to support it, if you're watching now or if you're watching on the replay, it's I'll also put it in the description below. But we love having you, William, and we should totally do a Christmas show. It'd be really, really fun.
Yeah, I'm totally down.
Okay, well, I'm going to let everyone go. Thanks so much, everyone, for doing a live stream. I was going to mention, by the way, a couple of things. One, I have a video coming out. William, I don't know if you've ever seen the Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
With Clint Eastwood. So anyway, I'm doing a review of his costume from that movie. It's pretty iconic, with the poncho. And the other thing is I've got a couple of interviews coming up. So I'm interviewing the designer for Outlander, Blood of My Blood. So I'm going to be Trisha Bigger, who's the costume designer for the prequels of Star Wars, I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm also interviewing the designer of a new show called The Girlfriend. It's on
I watched that. It was really good.
Did you?
I really enjoyed it.
Robin Wright.
Yes. Yeah. And Lori something.
Oh, who's she's
the
from Game
guy?
of she's oh yeah, and who's the girlfriend though? She's from
Olivia
House of the
Cook.
Dragon. Olivia, yes. Olivia Cook. So anyway, I'm interviewing her, the designer for that, and I've got a couple of other designs. I think I'm also going to be doing, what is it, The Diplomat? It's all these shows. It's like The Girlfriend, The Diplomat.
Yeah.
I'm doing, oh, you know what I just found out I'm going to be doing is the interviewing the costume designer of, what's it called? Oh, now I've lost it. This was Alexander Skarsgård. We were talking about him earlier.
Murderbot?
Oh, Murderbot. Yes, Murderbot.
Yeah.
So anyway, lots of interviews coming up. So that'll be really fun that I'll be sharing with you guys. And William, what about you? Like, you want to tell me anything like where people can find you?
Yeah. So my museum is in Minnesota. So come on out if you're local, come see it. It's the only film museum in the entire Midwest and the largest collection of film costumes on display in all of North America, which is kind of insane and crazy. We're at Facebook, just Enchanted Fantasy Museum on Facebook, and enchantedfantasymuseum.com if you want to buy tickets. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
And you're on Instagram, of course.
I'm not on Instagram. I should be on Instagram, but
I'm on Instagram. I follow you there.
Yeah, but that's my Instagram ID.
Oh, that's your personal Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm following your personal one.
I mean, if you guys want to follow me, you can, but yeah.
Well, anyway, so thanks so much. So we're going to work on doing a holiday one. Yeah, winter is coming one. Yes. This one was, I called this one the Night is Full of Terrors.
I love that.
That's
very fitting.
Milk. I think it's The Night is Full of Terrors. Is that the quote?
Yeah.
The night is dark and full of terrors. Yeah. Is that how it goes? Something like that?
Yeah.
And then winter is coming could be for the next theme.
Yeah. I love that.
Okay. Well, bye everybody. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye. Just click in the